try this script out. So how this is going to go is the night before you're going to call them. You're going to see it goes to voicemail or someone tired or whatever the owner is answering, right? You're going to write that down in the notes for each lead. And next day you're going to call and you're going to say this, right? So again, hey, is this Mike? If he answers, if not, you just go to the fallback and you go and place the bet. So this is the actual strong point of the actual call, right? If I call your main line right now after hours and real person picks up in 2 ring, I hang up and you never hear from me again. But if it goes to voicemail,
so basically it's the regarding, right?
Say that again.
Yeah, is that regarding?
What do
Why
you
are
mean?
you calling from? Why are you calling me? What's the regarding? So main line. So where's the main intro? Like, what's the regarding? Sometimes customers say, "What's the regarding? Why are you calling me?"
Can you repeat the question? I didn't understand.
Yeah, sometimes customer says, "What's the regarding? And why are you calling me?
Yeah.
How did you get my number or anything?" This kind of questions. So how to manage that?
You see in the objection handling next, right?
Yeah, but sometimes
How
customer says, what's your insurance number? Where are you located in Florida? Like,
what's your insurance number?
sometimes customer says, where are you calling from and why are you calling me? And where are you located in Florida or another city?
You said that you're located in Florida, but that doesn't usually happen that much. For your insurance number, I never heard that before.
Yeah,
Uh,
but many different campaigns. Sometimes customer says, for me, what's your insurance number and why are you calling me?
if you see in the object, that's an objection. Like what I was telling Anthony yesterday is all of those are just objections, right? And every
Okay.
objection is handling through a framework that we're gonna see after. Okay, but
Okay.
you just try to continue, right? If they say why are you calling, you're gonna be able to see this first, right? To say this
Okay.
first. If they say yeah, this is Mike, you're gonna say directly after it says this is Mike. Okay, hey Mike, quickly, I'm gonna make you a bet. If I call your main line right now after hours and a real person picks up in 2 rings, I hang up and you never call from me again. But if it goes to voicemail, you give me 5 minutes still, right? If some objections come up in between, okay, I like,
Okay.
but ideally the purpose of a script is that it goes exactly like the script is expected to go, right? If somewhere here an objection goes, you just need to learn how to answer that objections and answer it, right? If they say something
Definitely.
like, yeah, how do you got my number? What is this regarding? You said, well, let me quickly answer this. Make it this deal for you. What we do is that we actually answer after our calls for you, right? And then you go 5 things happening. So this is kind of what you should not do, right? This script and most of these scripts work if you let them kind of talk, right? So you see how to handle the objection later, but you always finish up with a question, right? Do not explain the bet. It doesn't need help. Let this opener
Okay.
work. Read this. Don't just memorize it. 5 things happening. Everyone is load bearing. Heads up, this is call recorded. We're not going to ignore that. I'm actually going to tell the guys to remove it, but I'm going to make you a bet. The pattern interrupt, right? This is how you distinguish yourself from a, hi, my name is Shabar. I'm calling from ABC agency, and I would like to, like, no one, that kind of opening, no one, everyone knows you're calling to make them a sell, right? Like you're not making anything different. Your close rate is going to be very low. Like you need to learn how to distinguish yourself from the rest of the person, of the people doing call calls as well as you're doing. So this is the whole script. My brain is salesman slot. Everything the first 5 seconds of a call call gets sorted into, hi, this is Mike, great, how are you? So Phil, hang up. I'm going to make you a bet doesn't fit the slot. His brain stalls for half a second trying to categorize you. That stall is your entire opening, okay? The bet itself is self-proving. You're not claiming phone is broken. You're offering to demonstrate it. Okay. Nobody who's bluffing offers to be tested immediately. You put your outcome on the line first. I hang up and you never hear from me again. Right? Really important. You risk something before you ask him anything. Deal, one word, yes. It's kind of read it by yourself, kind of explains why this kind of uh, opening works, right? Because you're pattern breaking it, distincting yourself from other cold calling, and giving them a reason, like if this doesn't work, they can just hang up. So for them, it's less compromise, right? So every way he can answer. Branch A, deal, all right, go ahead, hey, sure. So he's playing, you want the opener, so I got come clean. I already called. This is kind of the trick. You already called, and this is why it's important that you already called beforehand, right? I called last night, voicemail, Green said you're open 8 to 5. So technically, I already won. But here's the thing that actually bothered me if I were you. Eh, That's $5 to $40,000 insurance job that went to whoever pick up first, right? Always answer with a question. Why I gotta come clean is the best line on your script. You set up a bet and then immediately admit it, you already run it. It's honest, it's a little cheeky, and it converts a game into a real conversation. It's maybe something fun for them. It's like, again, we're not trying to make the same openings, the same script that everyone is doing, because that's how you lose, right? That's how you don't distinguish yourself from the rest of the people doing cocos. Branch B, it goes to voicemail. What do you want? Is keep the bet and submit it the gap. This is the best outcome. Don't be disappointed. You didn't get to do a bet. Then you already know. I called 741 last night and heard it myself. So the only question that matters, how many of those are you missing a month? Right? You had a great bid ready, and secret rookies push the bid anyway. Don't. He handed you admission for free. Take it and move. Okay. Now we're 24/7. Somebody always pick up. He took the bet and thinks he wins. Do not gloat. This is where you become a clown or a pro. Okay, good. Seriously. So can I tell you why I made that bet? I called the line last night at 741. So in this situation, he's outright lying to you, or someone or a service he has is lying to him. So either way you win, right? Because you already know that they didn't pick up the phone or that it went to voicemail, right? Then generally listen 2 ways. You got a real emergency line and it's real, you lost a bet. That's on me. I might have been lost it. Sounds like you got it handled. Good one, Mike. Hang up, log that, honor it. This is not a failure. It's the most important call you make this week. The bet is only worth anything if you actually walk. Okay. It goes quiet or says how it shouldn't do that, or let me check, just found out the gap he didn't know he had. Best call of your day. Yeah, that's actually why I bet you think it covered. It's not, and you never know, because the one you missed don't leave a message. They call the next guy. Okay, step 2. Right, Shabar, whoever is running the script, the tone here is everything. Just so you he's covered. You have proof he isn't. Every instinct says landed, right? Don't, okay, good, seriously, has to be sincere. You're not setting a trap. You're generally asking if you got it wrong, because you might have. Okay. So branch D, is everything clear? You have any questions?
All good.
Awesome. What are you selling? So this is kind of what you were asking about. He's testing you. Answer instantly, straight, and any dodge kills you. Okay. Fair AI phone answering 24/7, built for restoration. But I made the bet because I actually called your line at 741 last night and go to voicemail. 5 minutes, right? Who is this? How do you get my number? You don't know me. This is a Coco, and your number is public on your website. I'm not going to pretend otherwise, but I did make you a real bet. Want to hear why? And you're always reframing, you're always agreeing, you're always being totally transparent. People in this line of work want you to hear that you're transparent, that you're not bullshitting them, right? So follow the script exactly. And but I did make you a real bad, want to hear why, right? Like, yes, try to approve. Step two, hangs up, login on personal. So that's good. Branch F, I don't have time for games. The bid is dead. Drop it instantly. No wounded pride, not but wait. Fair straight version. I call your mission light. They want to voicemail. That's a job you're coming go 15 seconds, right? The very short pitch under 30 seconds. You bought 5 minutes. Don't spend it all in one breath. So this is step two after you pass through the whole starting, trying a bad phase. So this is a pitch. So rule under 30 seconds. You bought 5 minutes. Don't spend it all in one breath. You say, so 24/7 AI answering, built specifically for restoration. Homeowner calls 2 a.m., wake up in under 2 rings, get the details, address, what's flooding, how bad, and text you on call tech in about 30 seconds. You wake up to a job instead of a voicemail. Okay. You again don't start selling and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. No. Whoever's asking the questions is the one leading the conversation. Okay. So um again, you stop, breath, let him react. The math, you get to this faster than the others because you bought 5 minutes. 1,000 to set up, 15, 750 a month flat. That's 9 grand a year. One job you miss is 5 to 40. You'd have to miss 2 jobs in 12 a month for this to be an expensive option. And you're not missing 2 a year. You're missing 2 a month, right? Say it's low, then stop. This is where your energy becomes a liability. The math needs silence around it, not enthusiasm. It is the strongest thing you say all day, and it gets weaker with every word you add. Your instinct be to punch it up. Don't deliver the math flat and let it sit there. The contrast is the weapon. You were big and playful for 30 seconds, and then you went quiet and that serious. That shift lands harder than anything you could say. Okay? Any questions? So that's step two, the pitch.
Yeah, so our main goal is to book a 15-minute meeting. If someone
Yes.
says, send me an email or email me the details, we can collect their name, email address, and best phone number and send that information to you. Correct?
Yeah, but you'll see how to handle again. Really listen to what I say because it's really important. Everything they say that is not okay, I'll book the appointment. It's an
Okay.
objection that you're gonna be ready to handle. If they say, "I'll send it, send me to me by email," that's an objection. You don't
Okay.
send it to them by email unless you try 2 or 3 things and they say, no, 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 I just send it to me by email. Okay, you just send it to them by email. But in most cases, that's just an objection that you're going to be able to handle. You're going to be saying something like, um, okay, I can send it to you by email. So again, what's the framework? You agree, you reframe, and you ask a question. That's going to be, and you're going to be able to see it when we go through the objection handling techniques, but always agree. So let's take that as an example, right? They say, no, send it to me by email. We check it out. You agree, say, yeah, okay, of course I can send it to you by email. That's no problem to me. Then reframe, right? But do how many things you receive by email and actually kind of follow through with, right? Like, don't you think is better and you or your boss or you, if he's the boss, would take it more seriously if we just get into a 10-minute call, right? Again, there is no compromise. You don't have to buy
Mhm.
anything from me. I don't even know if you're a right fit. I just got your phone number and I withheld companies with similar profile as you, I to and made them $40,000 to $50,000 in a single year just by answering the phone call before their competitors. Do you think that's worth 10 minutes of your time? Is 40,000 or $50,000 worth
Hmm.
10 minutes of your time? Right? You reframe it and then you ask a question, right? And after the question, you already reframe it. So it's not about if I can send the email, if not, if it's if missing a call is worth 40 or $50,000, and if that is worth 10 minutes of their time, right? So you see how we a reframe is really important.
Okay. And sometimes customer says, uh, you can send me the email. I'm busy at the moment, and then hang up.
And you can send me an email, and they give you the email to
Yeah.
send me, and then they
Okay.
hang up.
Yep.
Then you just send the email. What are you gonna do?
Okay. So yeah, I'm telling you, sometime customer says I'm busy at the moment, so you can send me the email or call back time, and next day we will call him.
Yes, 100%.
Okay. Or
Yeah, you if if you don't get like a do not call me back, or yeah, I mean that's the only objection that really matters. If they tell no to stop calling me, do not call me back, whatever, that's a dead lead. But if they say no, I'm not interested or whatever, just call them back 2 weeks after, right? Like they're
yeah,
probably in the different mood. They probably at that time they were angry or whatever, right?
yep.
Unless they say do not call me back explicitly, just put out a reminder to call them back in a week or two. Okay, sounds good.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Awesome. Why you qualified before? So we were
Yeah.
the
So
man.
where's the qualifying question in the script? Important question. Can you please mark it?
Are you seeing my screen?
Yep.
Are you seeing where I'm pointing?
Okay.
Okay, so step
So how
three.
many? Yeah. How
Yeah.
many questions? How many important questions for the qualify?
So they're here. So quick thought: how many trucks are you running? Is really important.
Okay.
If they say
Okay.
4+, because all these qualifying questions would only help me kind of understand it, the business better. But at the end, these are just mock-up questions. Like everyone that agrees to a 15-10 minute calls, it doesn't matter if they're not qualified, you'll still book the appointment. Okay? Because if these qualifying questions for specifically the after hour agent, but if they say no, I just got 1 or 2 trucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you just said, well, we have some other products. Alfredo will just check out how your business is and give you like a free audit. I mean, worst case scenario, you live out with the best products and what your competitors are actually using right now to set themselves apart. And best case scenario, we work together in the long run, right? And we help you out, automate your business and get you more free time with your family and whatever. So really important is, and I was telling this Anthony yesterday, that you never sell the features of the agent, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
unless you need to actually, they ask what does the agent do or whatever, but you actually are trying to figure out the whole purpose of a coco is you're trying to figure out why they're saying no and how, like why specifically they're saying no. So imagine this like an onion, right? You start peeling away, so they say I'm not interested, so that's the first part of the onion, right? I'm not interested,
Okay.
right? Then you're trying to figure out why they're actually not interested. There are many reasons why. They either don't trust you, they feel that they've tried it before and is just something that they liked, their first experience they
Mhm.
didn't like. Uh, Whatever the reason is, they have been doing it for a while, so they're scared to try something new. So you're just trying to figure out what the actual second layer of it is. So let's say, for example, they say, no, I'm not interested. You're going to say something like, okay, so is it something because you don't trust the technology? Is it something because you feel really comfortable where you at right now and you don't think there's room for improvement? And they're going to say something like, no, I tried it before and I didn't like it. And then that's another layer, right? And you're going to say,
Mhm.
um, so don't you think there are better options in the market? Like, let me put it in these words, like when you fell in love once, right? Like you went through various different girlfriends, right? Or boyfriends,
Mhm.
doesn't matter. Um, and you end up marrying yourself and found a husband, right? Like you had to try it many times before to actually find the right solution. So don't you think that applies the same way to your business, right? So that's another layer you're peeling off, right? So you're trying to figure out what they're really getting at. So they say something like, "Yeah, but I don't know if this is the right solution for me. I'm good to where we are right now," and then you start peeling again, right? Like you really are trying to figure out what's the deep inside. So they're gonna say something like, "No, I'd rather do it myself. I don't trust this." So you're gonna ask something like, "But who is answering the phone?" And they're gonna say, "No, I do it myself. Been doing it for the past 19 years and whatever." You say, "But what have you ever answered the phone having dinner with your family? Have you ever answered the phone where you were on the job doing something else? What happens in those situations?" And that's where you actually get to the bottom of it all, right? So they want most of the time to spend time with their family, right, and not be answering the phone on the dinner table. So you peeled the onion until you find the real problem, that it is that they want to spend more time with their family and they don't want to answer the phone. So you just have to build trust with them, and you're going to put no compromise. We've done, and if there is like a trust issue that they don't trust you, you're just going to say, well, we've done this for 200 companies that are exactly with the same profile. Why do you think yours is going to be different, right? Or you can check our company website right now, eaglepro.com, while we're on the call, so you can check all the reviews we have. Like, why do you think you're going to be different, right? Why do these companies keep trusting us? And you're going to say something like, our churn rate, or the amount of we've never had, and this is true, we never had any company leave us, right? Because our product works so good. So don't you think this is worth 10 minutes of your time? Like, earn $40,000 that you can make through just not missing a phone call, worth 10 minutes of your time? You see how we take one objection and we make it, and we keep reframing, and we keep peeling the onion until we find the actual problem, the actual issue, and we take that and we make it something that they can relate to, so they end up booking the call. Okay, any questions? Or do you guys understand what I'm trying to get
Yeah,
at?
it's a so we are providing a free consultation, right? Virtual
In part,
consultation.
yes. Yeah, in part, yes. What you're gonna say, if you go through the after hours agent process, um, let's say,
Mhm.
for example, that's why I was telling you, like, we're gonna have many products. Like, ultimately, the default, if you want to like take advantage of every lead, if they say, for example, oh, I already have a receptionist, or I already have a call center that answers the calls for me, right? You're gonna say, well, it doesn't matter. Like, we do free audits, right? I was telling Anthony yesterday that we are Google partners. Like, you can use that as a
Mhm.
leverage. So you can say something like, we're actually running free audits for businesses like yours. We actually are one of Google partners, so we're doing it as a free promotion that's only running this week or whatever. Uh, do you think you'll be interested? Or if you go through the whole process and they still need the voice agent, you're gonna say something like, um, we already created this agent for you. What Alfredo is going to do, my boss is going to show you live how the agent sounds. And again, no compromise, right? You don't have to buy anything. He's just going to show you, ask you a few questions, and then tell you if you're a fit or not. Like, we don't even know, and this is really important. I was telling this to Anthony yesterday. It's really important that you tell them, like, this is not compromise for you. You don't have to buy anything. And I don't know, really important that you use this line. You're going to see that it's here, but I'm going to put it anywhere so you have it easier to access. But you're going to tell, I don't know if you're going to be a fit for us. So you change the perspective a little bit, right? Like, you tell them, look, Alfred's going to ask you some questions, show you the agent we built free for you, and he's going to qualify if you're a fit or not. Okay, you probably won't be, or you might not be a fit. But at the end of the line, you hear the new voice agent technology. You have a free audit and know what the best AI services are your competitors using. I mean, isn't that worth 10 minutes or 5 minutes? And you can leave the call at any time, right? So that's how you push the call without pushing the call and telling them, no, you need to book. No, like, I need you to book. Like, you try to find out what the actual problems are having. You try to sell the problem, and that you have the solution and that you've solved it for many people before, right? Any questions?
All good.
Anthony, all good?
Yeah, all good.
Awesome. Then step four, the book, the only part of the call you're paid for. All right. You're exactly who this is built for. 15 minutes with Alfredo. He owns the thing. He'll show it to you live, and you know it in the first five whether it's a fit. Thursday at 2 or Friday at 10. It's really important. Again, I'm going to repeat this, but it's really important that you propose 2 times, right? And you don't let them think that much. You say Thursday at 2, or you check the calendar quickly, Thursday at 2 or Friday at 10, right? They're going to say something like, no, I have Wednesday at 3. Okay, then you just book Wednesday at 3. You check quickly the calendar if that time is available, and you just book, right? To a specific time, always, never when you're free, when works for you. He opens his calendar and does the work. Let me get back to you. That Thursday 2 or 5, pick between two easy things. The question assumes the meeting exists. Really important, okay? The bonus close. You have this, the others don't. If the bet landed and he's laughing, you've earned this. And hey, I won the bet, so technically you owe me 5 minutes anyway. I'm only asking you for 15, Thursday 2 or Friday at 10, right? So what I was telling you guys yesterday as well is, if you can make this funny, right? If you can make them laugh, you probably already got the meeting booked. Okay. If you, because their defenses come down, right? If you can make them laugh in any way possible, your booking rate is going to increase 100%. Okay. Only if it's warm, call back the opener. If it's funny, it makes saying it feel like watching. Nobody wants to watch on a bed. If it's neutral or cool, skip it. Forcing a callback when he's not in the mood turns charming into needy in one sense. Looking it down, 04 every time. Perfect. Let me make sure I've got it. Your name, Mike. Last name Swelling. Best email for the invite. Best cell in case he can get through. You're in Tampa, so 2 p.m. Your time Eastern. Confirm it. You'll get an invite in about 2 minutes. Do me a favor and hit accept so I know it landed. Thanks, Maya. He'll take good care of you. I'm 100% sure. Okay, whatever. Um, then we'll have a few emails that are gonna increase the show rate, and yeah. So step 5, the gatekeeper path. The gatekeeper path: never bet a gatekeeper. She has no authority. Hey, quick heads up, the call recorded. I'm hoping to get to the owner. You always try to get to the owner. What is this regarding? I'll be straight with you. It's a Coco. I call your emergency line last night. You again, like I told you, try to pitch her. Okay, that's how you get through the gatekeeper. You pitch the gatekeeper. That's the secret, right? Like, I'll be straight with you. It's a Coco. I call your emergency line last night at 7:41 p.m. and it went to voicemail. I think you guys are losing after hours jobs because of it. Figured Mike or the owner would want to hear that from a person. Is he around, or there's a better time I can catch him? Right? He's expecting
Yeah.
my
So
call. Yeah.
basically, yeah, Alfred. Yeah, I have a question. So basically, we can only book appointments with the decision maker, or can we also book appointments with the gatekeeper?
If you manage to book the appointment with a gatekeeper, fine. Like, go ahead.
Okay.
Right?
So, all right.
Yeah. Like with the gatekeeper, it's always going to be more of a tone like you're going to do the pitch, but you're going to say something like, they're going to say, no, I'm pretty sure he's not going to be interested or whatever, or she's maybe scared because
Mhm.
the agent's going to take her job. You're going to say, here, don't worry. Like, most of our referral partners are gatekeepers or receptionists. Sorry, never say gatekeepers, but
Yeah,
our
receptionist.
receptionists, right? So we actually help receptionists out more than the actual owner. So this is something that could interest you more than the owner would. Like, this is gonna help make your job better, and you proposing this solution to him is actually gonna make you seem better to your owner, right? And you can just say he'll probably give you a raise for helping me out, and then just laugh, right? And throw in a joke, so you kind of cut in the tension a bit, right? Uh, Honestly, is the actual pattern. Interrupt. She's not had a cold caller say it's a coco. Half the time she'll help you just because you didn't solve her intelligence. It's not debatable, no worries. One's usually around morning. I'd rather catch him at a good time. If this is, if you don't kind of get, and I'm gonna add this as well in the other scripts it is, but in this one as well, where the actual where the actual um, receptionist, the whole line I just told you, where you actually try to pitch, not try to pitch, but try to tell the receptionist that cover. Okay. Uh, okay, so I'm gonna add that to the script, and we're just gonna finish out the script, and then we can start doing some role playing with the script to see how it sounds, and maybe go through the objection handling, and then the rest of the script you can just read it, and we check them out tomorrow, and maybe you guys tomorrow are gonna be ready to start doing cocos, or on Thursday. Okay. So let's finish up here real quick. Voicemail, third attempt, right? Like, you can go through over this a little bit. The nobody makes her name, write it on the lead, using next time. This is really important, and an advice you can. Yeah.
Yeah, Alfred, I have a question. If a
Mm.
call goes to voicemail, should we leave a recorded voicemail message, or should we not leave one?
So you're gonna use, every time you hear a voicemail, think like that's gold to you. Okay. So
Okay.
if you hear a voicemail, that's going to be gold, because that's only means they really need what you're trying to sell them. So you're going to write it down on your notes in the CRM, and you're going to give them a callback.
All right.
You said after
And,
the third one, right? That's when we leave a voicemail. Like if they didn't answer the first two
Yeah,
times,
we
we'll
leave
ask
a voicemail or not.
like after the first two times.
after the first 2 times, like, you can keep calling them onto the answer. is going to be the best option for you, right? Like you call one day, maybe you call later. That day they didn't answer, you try next day. And if they don't answer, you just leave a voicemail and mark it as in progress or whatever. And you'll see maybe the phone number is not working anymore or something, right? Like if you try 2 days in a row and or maybe you put and try next week because maybe they were on vacations that week. You can check their website or whatever to see what's going on, or maybe they're not working and the lead is not active. Um, but I really advise you to try to call them as many times as you want and use that as leverage, right? Like if you landed a voicemail 2 or 3 times and then the fourth time they actually answered, I mean, that's 3 times they lost a job to their competitors. It's even more leverage for you to use. Okay. So the move nobody makes is actually get her name. So when you're with a gatekeeper, it's really important that you get her name, right? So then, as well as the voicemail, you can use that as leverage next time you call. Okay, so you're gonna say, "Hey Sandra, this is Shabar again. Is Mike around?" You use her name, it's really important. Or if the owner answers the second time, you said, "Hey, yeah, I talked to Sandra actually last week and I told her about it and she seemed like really receptive to it. So you probably are gonna be as well, right? Like you're a naturally likable guy. This is free for you and it's worth a fortune. She's the most underappreciated person in the building. She start putting you through." Okay, so if your whole purpose with a gatekeeper is actually win her over, this is the person that's more underappreciated. She gets a lot of calls and people are hating on her. If you win over the gatekeeper, right? If you make her laugh, if you try to talk to her and how was your day, how you been doing, like try to get in a conversation with her and you talk to her in first name, people really like for you to mention their first name when you're talking to them. So you say, "Hey Sandra, I really don't like to bother you. Like, I know how it is answering the phone every night. Like you're trying to be relatable with her, right? But maybe this could help you out, not be by the phone every single day and whatever." And then you do the pitch. Okay, so kind of giving you some tricks, right? The gatekeeper is not your enemy, right? It's your friend in disguise. Okay. The trick that actually beats gatekeepers. Don't beat her. Go around her at 7:30 before they open often. The owner answer his own phone. Okay, so voicemail. Do not do the vet on a voicemail. Okay. Mike is Shabar. I called your emergency line last night. 7:40 went to voicemail. Green said 8 to 5. I think it's costing you. Call me at. This is after, right? You try to call a few times. The whole script in one screen is his owner. We already went through that. Sixth way, you blow the script, running the bed in red light. Your number one killer, guy's angry in a truck, standing in front of the basement, and you open with a game. No, now you're a clown, and the open company's joke. Read the first 3 words, down ship with ego. Okay,
Yeah, can we create a whole script in one frame?
so this is it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like all things intro, close, objections, everything.
So everything is here. The short version of this is
Yeah,
here.
I will create a script tomorrow, same to same as it is. Is it
Yeah,
is it okay?
the whole script is here again. But if you want to create your own script, as long as it's not the same script, like you're gonna go and, "Hey, this is your Bard from Eagle Code Pro. I wanted to talk to you about," if that's your opening line, don't even bother doing a script. Okay.
Okay,
But if you have some other ideas, I'm open to it.
okay,
So
thank you.
the quick card is gonna be this, right? The call, how the call is gonna go, the math, so you go, the pattern for every objection, what you need to do, gatekeeper, like quick, so you can, after you kind of read the full script and kind of memorize it a bit, you can just use this as a guide. Then I'm going to go quickly through the objections. So then maybe we have like 30 minutes to kind of quickly try to test the script with you guys, see how you react. But the whole framework for every objection, again, I'm going to repeat this until you wire up to your brain. Always agree, right? They say, I'm not interested or whatever, right? Like, I agree. This is how many of our clients first reacted. Like, I understand when you're coming from, really agree. And reframe, and let's see a real one here. So agree, take the fight out, he's brave for resistance, give him agreement, and his guard drops. Reframe, his objection is the reason he needs this. Show him, don't tell him. Ask, and on a question, always the person asking question runs the call. Okay? I always say this, okay? The rule underneath of it, never argue, never defend, never explain twice. Okay, first, real objection or brush off. Worth more than any 9 in this file. Real objection already have an answering service. Email me something, right? Like, too expensive, not interested. How does it handle X? No, that's good. Is engaging. Okay, so a few objections, examples. I already have an answering service. Good. Then you already know this matters. Have the jobs done. See, agree. You're agreeing with him. You're telling him he's right. Okay. Then real quick thought. This is how you reframe. When they took your call last Tuesday at 11 p.m., did they know the difference between a burst pipe and a leaky faucet? Ours does. And it texts you and text your on-call guy in 30 seconds, right? You reframe it. You change what he was saying that I already have one to it's not that you can have mine or the already answering service you have, is that if he's already answering service knows the actual difference and understand the business itself, right? Like, you're going to tell them we work specifically with restoration, water restoration, and fire companies. And I'm going to give you another doc here so you understand who you're targeting, what companies you're targeting. But I told Anthony yesterday, you should really look at all the leads you have, go to the websites, kind of get an idea, and that's what you're going to do for the rest of the day, okay? And when you have time after this call. And then how you reframe it, and then, but here's what I'm stuck on, right? That's why I'm at the bed. I called your line at 7:41 last night and got voicemail. So either they miss it or that's not the line they're covering. Which one is it? Okay. Again, you reframe it, you agree, you reframe it, and you answer with a question. Why this works? You can read this yourself. Branches. How it shouldn't do that. That's exactly why I bet you think it's covered. It's not, and you never find out because when you miss, don't leave a message. That's the office line. They cover my cell. So the homeowner Googling you at 2 a.m. She's finding the office line, right? Which one is the one that went to voicemail? Gently, that's a real gap, and he just handed it to you. Do not spike the ball. Okay. My customer won't go to a robot. Totally fair. Again, you agree. Honestly, I'd worry about that too. Again, you're agreeing, right? You're never debating with him. Here's my real question. Is talking to a robot worse than talking to voicemail? At 2 a.m., that's the actual choice she's got. Right now, she gets a beep. Then, tell you what, I'll make you another bet. Call my demo line yourself, 60 seconds. If it sounds like a robot, you never hear from me again. What's the best number, right? Or you can just tell them, well, just join the call for 5 minutes and just hear it for yourself. I mean, what's a worst thing you could lose, right? So these are a few objections. I really advise you to go through every single one of them, through every script, so you prepare for tomorrow because we're going to go quickly through every script again. But Any questions for now?
So I'm using my name script, right?
If you want. But you read all of them, these three, read them all, go through the scripts, go through the quick work, go through the objections. I need you guys to do that for tomorrow. At least do this and watch the videos and the resources. Okay.
Okay.
And so tomorrow we can focus all day on like actually running some training ourselves. So we still
sorry
have,
to cut you off
yeah,
real quick. I have to go, Alfredo. I have to clock in for work.
sure,
But tomorrow, what time? 8 o'clock, or I mean, Eastern time, or
11,
what? 11.
11 a.m. Same time.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow then.
Okay, then we'll do all the mock-up and whatever tomorrow. Just read out the whole script, objection, look at the videos, and let me know if you guys have any questions.
All right,
Okay, I'll
sounds
keep you
good.
updated.
All right, thank
Okay,
you.
sounds good. Very nice call. See you guys tomorrow then.
All right, bye.
Yeah,
Have a good
sure.
one.
Thank you. Thanks for your
Yep.
time, Alfred.
Awesome.
Have a great day.
You
Bye.
too.